It's clean.
It wasn't me.
Today I have met up with Mr. Mansley because we're going to the Pride of Longbridge. But we're going together in his car. This is the Pride of Longbridge event. As you can see, no cars. That's because they're all over there. Although quite early, at only 20 to 9. And that's a good thing because we got in without having to queue up for ages and ages. So far, a tree, some grass, and just a few rubber 200s over there, and then some MGFs. And a few right over in the distance there, and there'll be some up there as well. What will it look like in about an hour from now? A bit more chaotic, I should imagine. There's a place to buy some burgers and some old cars there and some metros over there. And then there's a ZT just sat by itself right the way over there. That's an antisocial ZT. Ugh, it's cold, by the way. This is an MGTF LE 500 in not Rosso red, but scorched red. I've learned something about colour codes today, or at least names anyway.
But I've got a new one.
Twin MGFs, the superest, shiniest MGFs I've ever seen, I think. And that one's got a red roof.
I paid 100 quid for that about 18 months ago.
Oh yeah.
You don't see many TFs with them on.
Is that the best £100 you've ever spent?
Considerable sum.
This is a Rover Joe car. Driven here
How are you doing?
by Rover Joe. Rover Joe,
Right.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, it's alright.
Come on. How's it going? Come on.
Good.
Come on. What about you?
I'm loving it.
No, you're not.
I did. I have McDonald's.
Yuck. That's a brown Allegro estate. It's rather curious upright tailgate. Quite a lot coming in now, so oh. I saw this chap at Gaydon. Hello. Particularly good for those who enjoy the smell of unburnt petrol, because there is quite a lot of unburnt petrol smell going on. It's Project Dan. Project Dan's come along to the show. Ho ho! Join in. It's George. Hello, George.
Hi, George.
It is called George, that car. A very unusual colour Rover 25 there. I believe it is paprika orange. Or as Joe calls it, paprika orange.
Come back. 14 left. Thank you.
I reckon that's lowered a little bit. That's going to have an awful lot of grass stuck on the exhaust. One of the things I really like about these kind of car meets is you get everyday cars knocking about that have clearly already had a rather good and rough life. Like this proper SD1, complete with all of the rust it should have. Yes, this is a working car. And honestly, it caught my eye right the way down there because it looks like just a car at a car show. That's quite impressive. I don't know what colour that's called, but I really do like it, as I like that one as well. But this one, I'm sure I'm going to drive in that car at some point. Flying the George flag, because we're British and our cars aren't British enough. Oh, a 220 GTI. Now, I used to have one of these. That was a fun car. Yeah, mine was red belt, not white. I think it was fantastic in white. I sold mine for £150, which is really rather stupid. Before this place fills up any further, I thought I might try and get a shot of something that gives an idea of the size of it. Just on the other side of the road there, beyond the trees, is the Longbridge plant where Rovers were made. And then this is the fields that will soon be even more filled because there's still plenty of cars coming in right now. Row of 75s and ZTs, and what I always find quite fascinating about these are the colours. What striking colours we've got here with that purple and this blue and this green and that one there and that. This Rover 75 has white wall tyres, which is a fantastic idea. It makes comfortable wheels look sporty. That's a good idea. How can you make a bright yellow ZT stand out? Put alien eyes in it. What, hazard lights? Oh, there we go.
Every time you hit the two lights on.
Yeah, you put some work into that, haven't you?
Yeah.
So when you want Christmas all year round. Someone's brought a Mini with no doors and wicker seats and wicker carpet by the looks of it. That's a rather interesting idea. Awful lot of yellow cars here today. More fantastic colours everywhere. This one looks familiar. I've seen this one before somewhere. What's all this about? Orange Grove. What a fantastic colour. Apparently the only diesel saloon in this colour going. That looks rather clean, as is this one, slightly modified. Some people say that this is a very famous Rover 45. I wonder why. It's 10 o'clock and there's still loads of stuff coming in. What a fantastic set of wheels this has. I mean, they're just straights, but what a cool colour. It's a very nice selection of ZTs and 75s, but what's really caught my eye, as far as colours are concerned, that really is super duper. What a spectacular colour that is.
Not very far.
Almost 10 past 10 and still lots coming in. Wait a minute, that's a Honda. That's a Honda, you can't bring that here. Another GTI, and look at this. There we go, senior mustard. That's the one you want. 1300 GT. We're thinking at some point these cars are going to stop appearing, but the traffic seems to be getting heavier and heavier. Another fantastic monochrome colour. Montego Mayfair in honest brown. It really suits that. I do like that. Fantastic car, chappy. Don't forget your vitamin C. It's a lovely blue minivan. I like that car. I remember this Maestro from Gaydon was behind it. It stunk of petrol. Hello, how's it going?
Okay.
Going, you're blocking the road. That is a fantastic custard missile with some style and practicality. Anyone know what colour this 75 is? Because I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're still coming in, and I'm now going to get to the point of being bored of seeing British cars. Look at that lovely Sherpa van. The van that's as narrow as a car, but just a bit more practical. That's a cool one. Which car are you actually bringing to the show? I think this might be the last of them actually.
If you want to swap them for
Look at this lovely example of a Midi with a boot. It really suits it. The boot's still not very big though. I'm just wondering how you actually transport this car around and keep that engine as clean as that. This Rover 623 was bought because the chap who owns it saw my Project George videos and decided he wanted a 600, and he bought this, and I've just found that out now. Isn't the internet fantastic? He's fixed his boot spoiler by himself. Look at that. Excellent job. Looks like he's lost his umbrella in the centre console. I think that all the cars that are going to be coming here are now here, and that's why I'm walking away from them and up a hill. Any classic car show, you're going to expect to see quite a lot of really good old stuff, but it's surprising just how many R8s and 25s and 45s etc. are here being displayed because their owners just happen to really like them. It's rather wonderful. Which bit? The front or the back? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised at this, but the amount of MGFs and TFs here is quite staggering. What happened to this? How did that happen? I think this guy wants to appear in his own James Bond movie. Have you ever seen this thing before? BRMs as far as the eye can see. Well, almost as far as that ZS over there. Is this yours? No Jaffa cakes left in this vehicle. They'd melt, wouldn't they? Anyway, look, I managed to find Matt.
Hello.
He's from this channel called Furious Driving.
No one's heard of it.
I've never heard of it. It was only because he told me about it for the past 10 minutes. I thought, I'll have a look at that.
Been boring him senseless about it.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
As you're welcome.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hello. This is me and Craig at the show. I forgot what it's called.
Pride of Longbridge.
At the Pride of Longbridge show. Well, we come together. But we're going now. So that's the end of the video.
Because we're going to beat the queue, and more importantly, the rain.
Well, we have got a roof on, so it doesn't really matter too much, does it?
It does, my car doesn't get wet.
Does it? It rains on it.
It's a nice area to just burst.
If it rains, will it get wet?
Depends how fast I'm going.
How fast are you going to be going?
Depends how wet it is.
Fancy an ice cream? Like it, doesn't it? Everyone's queuing up to take their pictures outside the Longbridge. Well, look at these two things. They look like they live there. Either that or they broke down just before they got there.
Up the hill. Get you ready, they'll think it's a cattle truck.
Back on my way home in Nigel, and I'm happy to be back in my own car because although that Rover 218 Cabriolet of Craig's is very nice, it's got a rather exciting sounding engine, it's just not anywhere near as comfortable as this car. This feels really just like an old pair of slippers on your feet, not on your hands or something. So what a fantastic day. What a fantastically long day. Seeing all of these amazing Rovers. What a huge turnout. I don't know how many cars there actually were there, but it was a lot. It was a very, very lot indeed. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I went to this show but I didn't go in Nigel but I ended up going in Craig's car, well, I have only just done the head gasket and I thought I'd play it safe. Maybe I just don't trust my own work. Doing a 250 mile round trip on a fresh head gasket where you could be possibly sitting in traffic for ages didn't seem like such a good idea. Not until I know this car is right. So there's the reason. I hope you like it. In collaboration with Rover Revival.